Hey there, life editors! Welcome to the Q&A call. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, for those of you who are brand new, I'm Sage Grayson, and I'm a former book editor turned life coach. I help ambitious women edit their habits, routines, and mindsets to balance their happiness at work and home. I'm a life editor, and so are you. And if you're having fun being a life editor, then I invite you to join Life Editor Academy, which is exactly what we're talking about today during this Q&A call. I'm answering all of your questions about Life Editor Academy and what's included in this mastermind group, how long it runs, what's the cost, what's expected of you, all of that good stuff. So we're going over all of your questions today during this Q&A call. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and leave your question in the comment. I see all the comments as they come in, and I will respond to your question. Or if you want to speak to me privately, go ahead and send me an email at sage@sagegrayson.com. And yeah, I'll give you any information, any details that you need, anything that's not making sense about Life Editor Academy. All right, so we're at the end of the year here. You see, I've got my holiday decorations up, and I bet you've been thinking about how you want the new year to go for you. What do you want in 2022? What kind of dreams, hopes, wishes, goals are kind of percolating in your head? Well, if you've ever made a New Year's resolution, you know how exciting it is right at the start where we're like, yes, I'm going to reach this goal. It's going to be the best year ever, whatever it is. You're feeling pretty good January 1st. You're feeling pretty capable, refreshed, and excited at the beginning of January. And then what happens? I'm saying this because I know you know what happens. Most people don't stick to their New Year's resolutions. We kind of give them up before it's even February, which is kind of sad. Long before spring comes around, we've given up on our goals for the entire year. And then we feel bad about ourselves. Our confidence takes a hit. We're like, well, maybe I'm just not supposed to reach that goal. I'm just not supposed to lose weight. I'm not supposed to save money. I'm not supposed to find a career that I love. I'm not supposed to do that. And that's so debilitating. Like, no wonder for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, when we're in winter at the beginning of the year, it feels really depressing and demotivating. Like, yeah, is that how you want to start your year? That is not how I want to start my year. I would love it if you could begin the year feeling totally capable, totally in control, knowing that you got this. You've got a plan for yourself. You have these great big beautiful goals that you want to reach, and you know exactly what steps to take along the way to reach them. Not only that, but you've got accountability and support going into the new year for 5 whole months to keep you stable, to keep you supported, to pat you on the back, to help you when you hit those obstacles. Because let's be real here, no matter how much you want any type of goal, any type of dream that you've been thinking about, you're going to have obstacles. There are going to be things popping up in your way. Some things you can predict, like maybe some toxic people or negative Nellies or whatever. But some things you can't predict, like there might be some kind of technology that you don't know how to use, or something happens, like a pandemic. Who could have predicted this? Oh my gosh. So there's always going to be things thrown in your way, trying to get you to stumble as you are racing towards your goals. But what if I could tell you that there is something that's going to keep you supported all year? It's going to keep you feeling like you got this. You can take your goals, you can break them down into manageable chunks. You know what to do every single day to get closer to those goals. And you've got a team of cheerleaders supporting you every step of the way. I would love that for you. Just think about how that would transform the idea of New Year's resolutions. Instead of picking a goal, doing nothing, and then being sad that you give it up in a couple weeks, what if you could choose meaningful goals that mean something to you, not just the outside world, not just to society, but they mean something to you, and you're able to reach them faster than you ever thought possible, and without the usual things that get in your way, the usual limiting beliefs or laziness or frustrations that come with goal setting. And you can get all of this and more, so much more, in Life Editor Academy. Woo! How is that for some promotion. So we're going to talk about Life Editor Academy because you can apply right now. Let me see if I can put that banner up. You can apply right now for Life Editor Academy, which is my 5-month mastermind group. We start January 1st, and I would love for you to come along for the ride. But here's the thing. I put the link right here on the screen, and you can find it in the description to get tons more information than I can cover during today's Q&A call. Like there's really a lot more information and video testimonials and insider peeks into the portal, all of that good stuff on the info page. So click the link right now to go to the info page, get all the details about Life Editor Academy, and you can apply right now. But here's the thing, you've got to act fast because this Monday, I'm looking at my calendar, I got it in big red letters. This Monday, December 20th, 2021 is the last day that you can apply for Life Editor Academy for this session that's starting in January. This Monday is the last day that you can apply for the Academy. So you can still like have your discovery call and pay after that, but you must apply by Monday or else you got to wait another 6 months. And I don't want you to have 6 months on the struggle bus at the beginning of 2022. I want you to hit the ground running first thing, January 1st in the morning, wake up, bam, you're in the academy, you know what you're doing, and you're feeling amazing. So click the link in the description, links right here on the screen, and get tons more details than what I can cover during today's call. But I'm going to try my hardest to answer as many questions as possible during our call today. And if you've got a question that I haven't answered, leave a comment below. I will also come back during the replay and answer more questions as they come in. Okay, so Life Editor Academy is my mastermind group for ambitious women who are ready to finally reach their great big goals. Yes. So if you've been a life editor for a while, if you've been kind of percolating in the background, but haven't really dived into some of those bigger, deeper, more meaningful goals, then Life Editor Academy is for you. So we really tackle everything from health to your home, from family to your finances, from business to busyness. We do everything in Life Editor Academy because everyone's got different goals. How you edit your life is going to be different than how somebody else edits their life. But we're all doing it together. We're all supporting each other together. So that's the thing. Life Editor Academy is a mastermind group. And maybe that's a new catchphrase for you. Maybe you're not really clear what a mastermind group is. I'm going to link a video below where I talk about what to look for in a mastermind group. But basically, a mastermind group is a group of people who come together to work towards goals, or sometimes a very specific goal together. That is literally the definition of mastermind. It is a master mind, a collection of minds, a great big mind coming together. And the reason why mastermind groups work is because you can come up with so many more solutions when you think outside of your current perspective. This is why New Year's resolutions don't work, because we're all stuck in our head. We're like, well, that didn't work for me, or I fell off the wagon here, or I couldn't stick to that new habit, because we're all in our head. We're getting our limiting beliefs confusing us, our old ways of thinking, our patterns of behavior, all of that. We're all caught up in our heads. But when you're in a mastermind group, you've got like a dozen people outside of you saying, that's not the truth, or maybe you should do it this way, or have you ever thought of this? It's those outside perspectives that make a mastermind group so, so valuable. Because you can think of things like far beyond your current way of thinking when you have different perspectives, people who have different lifestyles than you, people who have different experiences than you, people who have different skill sets than you, and people who have different goals than you. I can't tell you how many times I've run Life Editor Academy. I actually think this go round is the 9th session of Life Editor Academy, which is pretty amazing. But I can't tell you how many times I've seen people with completely different goals. Like maybe someone is trying to earn money for her business and someone else is trying to like improve her relationships or pay off debt or something. They've got different goals in mind. But when they start talking to each other, whoa, it kind of like, it blows off everything that they were thinking. And they're like, oh my gosh, I never thought of it this way. Someone's solution to their problem might be able to be tweaked and edited and rearranged to help your problem. So leave a comment and let me know. Have you ever talked to someone with vastly different circumstances than you? And was that able to help you solve your own problem? I love that. I love hearing how other people reach their goals because they might not be working on the same goal as me, but it gets me out of my head and it gets me thinking outside the box. That's why a mastermind group is so, so valuable. We need those outside perspectives. And another part of a mastermind group is the accountability. You're not floating on your own, trying to reach your goals. You're not the only one that you're accountable to. Because here's the thing, if you want to like wake up at 5 a.m. every day, here we go. Who's checking on you? Who is checking to make sure you're waking up at 5 a.m? I don't know. Or let's say you want to release a new program for your business. Is anyone checking on you if you release it now or if you release it 3 months from now? No. When you have accountability, people will check in with you every single week. And actually, I'm going to talk about that in a minute when I get to the accountability partners. When we have our accountability partners in the academy, we switch accountability partners every single month so that you get that outside perspective and you have someone checking on you every single week to be like, hey, did you do that thing you said you were going to do? And it's really powerful to know that there's someone in your corner all the time who wants to keep you moving forward, who wants to check in with you. All right. So Life Editor Academy is a mastermind group. But what makes it different from like one-on-one coaching with me or some other programs that might have released? Well, it's actually the best of both worlds. And I'm so, so proud of this. Life Editor Academy is the best of both worlds. You get the private one-on-one coaching with me, but you also get the benefit of group coaching and retreats. So you get it both. You get one-on-one coaching and you get group coaching. I know a lot of programs either like you just meet with the coach and that's it, no other outside perspectives. So if you don't agree with the coach or if you're not getting anywhere with the coach, you're kind of stuck. Or there's group programs where everything has to be kind of surface level, everything has to be kind of vague because it's got to apply to everyone and you're not getting that deep dive. So with Life Editor Academy, it's both. You get that deep dive into your specific situation, your specific questions, your specific business, whatever it is that you're working on, one-on-one with me. Plus you get all those outside perspectives, plus you get the accountability, plus you get the fun retreats with everyone in the group. So that's what makes Life Editor Academy different. All right. If you're just popping into this live stream, go ahead and leave your questions in the comments and I will answer them during this live stream, or I'm going to come back to the replay and continue to answer questions. All right. When does Life Editor Academy run? Well, it runs from January through May 2022. So January through May. We start January 1st. I know that's just like a few days away. I can't believe it. But here's the thing. You have to apply for Life Editor Academy. I love you, Life Editors. I love you so much. But I know we get a better quality, more dedicated group of people in the academy when you apply first. I did mention this in another video where I was talking about what to look for in a mastermind group, is that if there's no application, it's just like anyone can join, anyone. Like you're going to get people who aren't really dedicated, who aren't there to support other people. You're going to get those looky-loos, and it's going to be kind of like a mix of people who aren't really there to reach their goals. They just wanted to, like, I don't know, collect in their program. So you've got to apply first. And when you apply, it actually helps you clarify what you want to be working on in the new year. So I ask you a whole bunch of questions. It's not too long. It's like 5 or 6 questions. I ask you what your goals are. I ask you what your challenges are, where you're struggling. I ask you if there's one thing, like one goal, that if you achieved that goal, it would make all of your other goals easier or able to accomplish. You guys might have heard this before. It's called a push goal. So if you have one goal that makes all of the other ones possible or easier to achieve, I want to hear what that is. And I think most people know what it is. Usually it's like for business owners, it's an income number. Like if I was making whatever, 5,000 a month, I could do X, Y, and Z. Or for other people, it's like, oh, if I could pay off this debt, then I could do this thing. Or, oh, if I could lose this weight, then I could play with my kids again. Like whatever it is. There's one goal that kind of stands out among the other ones. And I want to hear what that one goal is. So that's why you apply first. And also, when you apply, then you get to schedule a one-on-one discovery call with me, because a lot of people who join the academy have never done one-on-one coaching before. So I kind of want to introduce myself before we start working together for a long period of time. And it also helps me answer any personal questions that you have, any concerns that are coming up, and we can talk about a payment plan for you, because there are lots of payment options depending on what your situation is. So yeah, it runs January through May. But let me put up this banner again. Oh, I just lost it. So it runs from January through May. But I will say that you have to apply first. and you have to apply by this Monday. I'm sorry to rush you, but you got to apply by this Monday. So that is Monday, December 20th, 2021. I can't keep it open forever. I've got to close the applications, but even if you apply on Monday, you can still set up your discovery call and we will still have a chance to talk. Okay. Sound good? What does the Academy include? Ooh, what does the Academy include? What is included in this 5-month mastermind group? All right, so it's 5 months in the group where you get the one-on-one coaching with me, January through May, and you get the group coaching with everyone in the group. All right, so we're going to work on whatever your goals are. Remember, this is something else to look for in a mastermind group. You get to choose whatever your goals are, and your coach helps you reach those goals and make a plan of attack. You also get 10 private coaching calls with me throughout the 5 months, and you can schedule them at your convenience. Like most people do 2 calls a month, but let's say you have a great big launch coming up and you want to do 3 calls in a week or something like that, or you're going on vacation or you get sick or whatever. You can arrange those private one-on-one calls however it works for you. Also, you get 5 group coaching calls. So every single month, you get a group call with everyone in the group. We all get on Zoom together, and this is perfect. So for everyone to share what they're working on, share any challenges that are coming up. We can strategize solutions together. It's really beautiful. And we get to talk about our book and movie for the month, which I will talk about in just 1 minute. So the group calls are a really great way for everyone to come together and kind of share updates, in addition to you working with your accountability partner. All right. Also, there are 5 monthly themed retreats. So every month we're going to do a group call, but every month we're also going to do a 3-hour virtual retreat. So you remember from a few weeks ago when I did my Life Editor weekend retreat? If you enjoyed that, if you loved that, we're going to do that every single month in the Academy. And these are themed retreats, which I will talk about the themes in just a minute. But we have some kind of theme for the whole month, and that goes along with the worksheets and videos that we're going through during the month. We have private videos and worksheets that you can't get anywhere else. And the themed retreats are where everyone gets on Zoom and we go through a training process for whatever for that theme is. And the themes go along with the 5 steps of my life editing process. So we go through the 5 steps of the life editing process, 1 step per month during the Academy. All right, so you're going to bond with everyone during the retreats and map out your goals. I do have to mention that the retreats are virtual this session. They were virtual last session, and they're going to be virtual this session. You guys might have seen pictures of my in-person retreats. I promise, as soon as it's safe to do so, I will do in-person retreats again, where we can rent out a vacation house and sit around eating pizza in our pajamas and working on our goals and doing our vision boards. I want to get back to that so bad, but I will do it when it is safe. So just a reminder that that the retreats are going to be virtual this session. Okay. Next, you also get an optional book and movie club. I'm not going to force anyone to read a book or force anyone to watch a movie during the Academy, but I know a lot of the ladies enjoy bonding over reading the same book together, our own little mini book club, or watching the same movies. And what we're doing different this time is we're going to all get on together and watch the movie at the same time, like an Academy slumber party. And then we can stay online and talk about the movie. I'm not going to let people talk during the movie because that's annoying. But we can talk after the movie too. But it's kind of nice that we're all there watching the movie together. It'll be really, really fun. We also talk about the book and movie during the group call once a month too. All right. Then my favorite part, and I think most of the other ladies' favorite part, is the accountability partners to give you extra support. So it's not just me. It's not just me as your coach saying, here's what you got to do this month. No. All the ladies get to support each other. So every single month, we have assigned accountability partners. And I mentioned in another video why assigned accountability is so important. So no one gets pushed aside. No one gets left behind. No one gets thrown out of the group. I want everyone to know what everyone else is working on. So you get an assigned accountability partner every month, and we switch accountability partners every month. So you get to know everyone in the group and you get that different outside perspective. So there might be someone that you work with who has a goal similar to you. And then the next month you're with someone who has a completely different goal and completely different experiences. All of that is valuable. And then also, I recommend that the accountability partners check in at least once a week. And you can decide how you want to check in with your accountability partner, whether that's phone call, or you hop on Zoom, or you text each other every morning, or whatever works for you, or through email. You guys figure out how you want to check in, and then every week you check in. And then I recommend all accountability partners check in with 3 things. You ask your accountability partner, did you do what you said you were going to do? What are you going to do next? And how can I support you? Those 3 questions are really the key to accountability. That's how you're going to support each other beyond just the one-on-one coaching with me. That's how you really, really get a lot out of the academy. Because if you know your accountability partner is going to text you Monday morning, be like, hey, did you get that thing done? Don't you want to get it done? You don't want to keep disappointing your accountability partner week after week, or me week after week. So that's why Life Editor Academy is so, so powerful. And I think if you go to the info page, and which I will leave the link in the description, and if you check that out, you're going to see all of these great testimonials. And the vast majority of the testimonials say that the accountability partners and the other ladies were the best part. You can give me just a second. I lost that other link, so I had to go look it up again. Here it is. Okay. Oh, technology. Let me put that banner up so you have that. There we go. Ooh. Okay, now you can see it again. So this is the link, so you can get all the info on Life Editor Academy. And there's only so much that I can share during today's Q&A call. But if you go to this info page, there's the video testimonials, there's behind the scenes in the portal, there's different questions about what kind of life editor are you, there's success stories, there's the ins and outs about what's expected of you every month. So go ahead and check that out for all the details. But I'm going to try to get through as much as I can during today's call. Okay. And the last little bit that's included in the academy is our private membership site and portal, which I talked about, and our Facebook group. So I have a nice private portal for you guys, which contains all your videos, all your worksheets. Again, these videos and worksheets are not available anywhere else. They're just in the academy. That's where you get your book and movie recommendations for the month. That's where you see your accountability partners. That's also where you schedule your coaching calls with me. It's all included in the portal. So it's all nice and safe and sound. And then we have a private Facebook group just for your academy session. And that's a great place where we can share memes and jokes, and we can check in every Monday morning and explain what goals we're working on for that week and all that good stuff. So let me recap that really quickly. Here's everything that's included in Life Editor Academy. So it's a 5-month mastermind group from January through May 2022. You get 10 private coaching calls with me. You get 5 monthly group calls with everyone on Zoom. You get 5 monthly themed retreats. You get an optional book and movie club. So we read a different book and watch a different movie together every month. You get accountability partners that we switch every single month. They're there to support you and keep you accountable as you're working on your goals. And then you get our private portal and our private Facebook group. And there's much more. There's like so much more that I can't explain right here. And I don't want to spoil it all for you. But that is basically everything that's included in Life Editor Academy. Now, let me talk a little bit about these beautiful virtual retreats that are so much fun. So again, like I said before, if you watched the Life Editor Weekend retreat from a few weeks ago, it's kind of like that, but with everyone, with everyone together on Zoom. So there are 5 virtual retreats. I know. I'll try to make them in person when it's safe for us to do that. But for this session, they're all virtual, which is great because you don't have to buy a plane ticket anywhere. And I am able to keep the costs down considerably since we're doing virtual retreats. Let's say you can't make it to one of these themed retreats. What do? All of the video recordings for our group calls and our retreats are added to the portal. So if you can't make it, your kid gets sick, you're on vacation, whatever, the video recording is added to the portal so you can watch it at your convenience. The group calls are 90 minutes and the monthly retreats are 3 hours. And we do our absolute best to make sure we pick times for those retreats and group calls where the majority of people in the academy can attend. Even if that means we have to switch them around month to month, we do the best to make sure most people can attend. All right, so let me tell you about these tentative themes for the retreat because you know I love a good theme. Every month we do a different step of the life editing process and the themed retreats go along with that. So first in January, we've got design your 12-week master action plan, your MAP going forward. So we're going to design your map, your master action plan in January. So like, if you're wondering like, well, I know I need support. I know I'm not doing anything, but I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. The very first retreat, which I think is, yes, the second weekend or the second, there it is. Okay. First week of January, we make your master action plan, and we do 12-week plans. So you do one and you're going to do another one because it's short enough to feel urgent, but it's long enough for you to see sustained results. So we will explain all about goal setting and project management and task management, all of that good stuff at the first retreat. So it's okay if you come into the academy only with kind of like a vague idea, like I want to do something about this, or I want to do something for my health, or I want to do something for my business, or whatever it might be. We figure it all out in that first January retreat. All right. Retreat number 2 in February is your ultimate life cleanup. Oh, yes. We are not waiting till spring to do a spring cleaning. We're doing it in February because that's self-love month. Am I right? It's also my birthday month. So, you know, I'm all about cleaning up your life, doing some self-care, taking care of yourself. So February's ultimate life cleanup, we're going to be deleting all those bad influences and really figuring out what doesn't serve us in our life. Then for March, for month 3, we're going to do a habit transformation. And this is a little different than maybe how you've created habits in the past. I'm going to give you some great tips and strategies for sticking with your good habits for the long haul, which is going to serve you beyond the academy. So it's not just like you get all the support in the academy. There's going to be tips and strategies that you're going to be using forever. And I know because the ladies have told me that they've learned some really great ways to stick to the positive changes that they're making for good. Month number 4, which is April, we're going to do Productivity Superstar, which is a really fun one, all about time management. And this is a really great one to help you use your minutes wisely and make sure that you always have time for what's most important. It's all about prioritizing. So we're going to do that in month 4. And then month 5 is sustainable self-care. So that's your white space if you're familiar with life editing. So we kind of end the 5-month program really caring for ourselves and setting us up for success beyond the academy. So those are the themed retreats. Again, the retreats are 3 hours long through Zoom once a month in the academy. All right. Again, if you are popping in for this Q&A session, leave a comment below or leave a comment during the replay, and I will come back and answer any questions that you have. You can also email me at sage@sagegrayson.com. Or go ahead and click the link. Let me put that banner up again. Click the link below. I put it here on the screen. And go ahead and apply for Life Editor Academy. There's a section there where you can ask me any questions that you have about the Academy. And also there's more information on the info page. All right. Shall we? Shall we talk about the question that you really want answered? I think we should. I think I've danced around it enough. How much does Life Editor Academy cost? Yes, that's really what people want to know. They're like, okay, this sounds great. Show me the money. How much does this cost, Sage? What is it? Let's take a deep breath here. And let's get real about why you're asking what the cost is for Life Editor Academy. And I'm not trying to be coy here, but like seriously, what do you really want to get out of the academy? What is driving you to join this mastermind group? Is it like past failures? Is it feeling like you don't have enough support? Is it you feel like you need that specific one-on-one coaching? Is it wanting to be part of a group and have those friendships and have those themed retreats and have those book and movie club and just have like people to do stuff with? I know this pandemic has been hard on everyone, and like there aren't as many meetups or groups getting together. Like, is that what you're needing? You want that camaraderie as you're working on your goals? What do you want to learn from working with me? Do you want to learn about starting a business? Do you want to learn about how to create a goals plan that you'll actually stick to? That's why we call it a master action plan. Do you want to talk about how to incorporate self-care? And maybe you haven't been giving yourself any self-care in a long, long time. Like, what are you wanting to learn? What do you want to get out of your relationship with your Academy sisters? I know many of the Academy members, even ones who have joined years and years ago, are still friends to this day and still depend on each other. So are you looking for more friendships? Are you looking for people who are working on bettering themselves and editing their lives just like you? And then the last question I want to ask you is, are your dreams worth investing in? So you got these great big dreams that maybe you've been working on and off for decades. or maybe you've started and stopped and started and stopped, and you just keep fumbling on them. And hey, like, no judgment here. It happens to me. It happens to everyone. If you don't have the right type of support and the right type of accountability and people who really believe in you, it's really hard. It's really hard to stick to those New Year's resolutions. It's hard to make changes when you feel like you're just floundering out there on your own. This is the whole point of a mastermind group. So is your happiness, is your self-development, is this accountability worth investing in? I think so. And I think if you go to the info page and you read and you those testimonials, you watch those testimonial videos of people saying how much they got out of the academy, like, yeah, this is worth investing in. So I want you to make a promise to yourself that when you apply and you join the academy, that you're going to use your time wisely. If the money is making you feel like a little bit, ugh, I want you to promise yourself that you're not going to waste your time in the academy, that you're really going to watch the videos, do the worksheets, stay in touch with your accountability partners, show up willing to work every single call with me, show up to the retreats and the group calls, willing to put in the effort and support everyone and get that support back and really make your investment count. I don't want this to just be something that you forget about 6 months from now. I want this to change your life. Okay, so that being said, Life Editor Academy is $300. That's US dollars, $300 per month for 5 months, which is $1,500 total, or it's $1,250 US dollars paid in full. So those are 2 options that I got for you. Although I will say, when you apply, there is a section in there that we can talk a little bit more about different payment plans too. So if you really need to talk to me like, oh, can we do weekly instead? Or can we do something? Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what would work best for you and for me. And go ahead and apply. If the money thing is just like confusing for you and you have like some more questions and concerns, go ahead and apply. During our free discovery call, we'll go over all the different payment plan options and we will find something that will work. I have not had a call about money where we have not found a way to make it work. So we can do that. All right. Here's the thing. If you have a business or you're looking for a new career, or you already have a business or you're trying to start a business, but it's struggling in some way, the very first goal that you will have is to earn back the money you're paying me. I know you're probably going to have other goals. You might have a weight loss goal or a relationship goal or finances goal or something like that. But the very first goal that you will have is to earn back the money you're paying me. Because isn't that the whole point? Isn't it? Isn't it? I've had people join the academy before and they're like, this was a big investment for me. I was really nervous about it. I have a business. I want to work on my business. I'm like, okay, your first goal is to earn back the money. And they're like, what? I'm like, what do you think we're doing here? I want your business to be self-sustaining. I want your business to support you. And if you're worried about the money, like, yes, that's going to be your first goal is to earn back the money you're paying me. And I got to say the vast majority of my clients who have businesses or have struggling businesses or are starting a business from scratch earn back the money well before the end of the academy, well before the end of the 5 months, because that's what you do when you have that accountability. You have that support. Every single week we're going to check in with you. Every single day, you're doing something working towards that goal. And I never want you to underestimate what is possible for you when you have proper accountability, when you are a part of a proper team. Like, this is really what makes a mastermind group totally different than floundering on your own or even just doing one-on-one coaching. Like, this is what makes a mastermind group different. Okay. Again, if you got more questions about money, the cost, leave a comment below, or set up go to the info page, apply, and we will discuss it during your free discovery call. Okay. All right, so we know what a mastermind group is. We know why it's different. We know what's included in the academy. We know all about the themed retreats and how fun they are. We know why you need to think a little deeper about why you're joining the academy. What's your intention behind that? What are you going to put in? We know the price. Again, it's $300 per month for 5 months, which is $1,500 total, or $1,250 full payment. But how do you know? How do you know for sure if a mastermind group is the right choice for you? I don't know. I've got a few different ways that you can tell if a mastermind group is right for you. So, number one is you're struggling to reach your goals without accountability and check ins. This is what happens to most people. We think, like, oh, I'll be accountable to myself. Like, of course I'll do it. I wrote it in my planner, but nobody's checking in with you. Like, nobody cares. You're not being accountable to anyone. You didn't tell your mom or your sister or your boss or whoever. You didn't tell your dog. Like, nobody is checking in with you. Nobody cares if you've reached that goal or not, because no one's invested in your life. You're not invested in your life unless you're telling other people and having them be a part of your life and give you that support that you need. That's number one. You got no accountability and you're struggling. Number two, you need more guidance with making project plans that you will actually stick to. Again, I've been running my successful life coaching business for more than 10 years. I am pretty good at making project plans. This is my shtick. This is what I do. I'm a productivity coach. If I gotta lay it out for you, I'm very, very good at helping my clients get from point A to point B without the overwhelm. This is what I love doing, taking great big goals, breaking them down into manageable projects and breaking them down more into daily tasks. So this is literally what life editing is. Every single day, you're going to have daily tasks that lead you to your goals. Maybe it's only 5 minutes a day, or maybe it's an hour per day, depending on what you're working on. But every day you're inching closer to your goals, rather than thinking like, oh, I need to take a whole week off to work on my goal, or I need $1 million to work on my goal. No, every single day you can edit your way closer and closer and closer to your goal. And I'll show you how to do that. So you need help with those project plans. That's number two. Number three, you're a good team player and you'll support your academy sister. Yeah, so if you are kind of sad that things are closed down from the pandemic, if you're wanting that camaraderie, if you're wanting that team, if you miss having friends as an adult, it's so hard to make friends as an adult. I gotta tell you, if you want to just know that you have other people who you see at least twice a month on the group call and on the themed retreat, if you want to talk to me every single week, if you want to have other accountability partners and people checking in with you, like, this is so, so, so powerful. Just having a place where you can make friends with people and know, like, they got my back. Or if I'm struggling, I can be honest with them. Like, being vulnerable and honest is a huge part of being in Life Editor Academy. So that's number three. You're a good team player and you want more of that. Number four, you are craving a deep dive into my life editing process. Oh, yes. So maybe you've kind of vaguely heard about my life editing process, or maybe you have purchased some of my other programs where I go into the 5 steps of the life editing process. But this is like a deep dive. This is really, really getting into life editing. So like I said, it's a 5-month mastermind group. There are 5 steps of the life editing process. And every single month, we go into so much great detail into one of those steps. And it really, really makes sense to me. It makes sense to my clients about how you can edit your life and clean up your life, just like how a book editor edits a manuscript. So we're not correcting grammar or misspellings or whatever. We're editing your life. And that's what I loved about being a book editor back in the day, is that I didn't just take like a manuscript that was bad and throw it in the trash. Oh, I was paid to make it better, to take what you got and make it better. And that's what I love about being a life coach, because can I be honest with you? I'm going to be honest with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And so many businesses kind of like prey on that idea that there's something inherently wrong with you and you need to wipe the slate clean. You need a total makeover. You need a new you for the new year. Oh, I kind of hate that new you. That's not what we do in life editing. This is the only life you've got, and there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're not reaching some of your goals, but that doesn't mean that you are a bad person. You can just edit and make tiny little changes to get to being the best version of you. It's the best version of you, not the best version of someone else, not this total transformation that will glow up that somebody else wants for you. It's the best version of you. It's like you times 10. And that's what we're going for with life editing. You're still you, but the best version of you. That's what it means to live an edited life. All right, so that's number 4, is you want deep dive into life editing. And number 5, reason to join a mastermind group is that you have big goals that need sustained time, energy, and attention. Yes, you have a great big goal that maybe like can't be solved in a weekend. Like, wouldn't that be great? Like, oh, fix this problem this weekend. I'll fix another one. Like, no, maybe you have a great big goal that really needs some time and attention. You're building a business from scratch. You're getting healthy after months or years of neglect, or you're improving all of your relationships that really need more attention, or you're shifting careers entirely, or whatever it might be. You're cleaning your whole house top to bottom. That is not a weekend project. That's like a longer thing. So whatever goals you're working on, you need that time, that space, that attention to work on something. That's why it's a 5-month mastermind group. We're not like, bam, you're done in a weekend. No, you need that time and space to really work on those bigger goals. And I mean, I have some smaller programs that are great too, but sometimes you need a little bit more. Am I right? And maybe that's the reason why so many of us don't reach those great big goals we have for ourselves, because we don't actually carve out that space for them, carve out that attention for them. We're too busy doing those small things that are right in front of us. But it's really nice to give ourselves the space in a mastermind group to really tackle those bigger, more important things that maybe we've been thinking about for our whole lives. All right, so again, let me wrap that up. These are the 5 reasons that you know you're ready for a mastermind group. You're struggling to reach your goals without accountability. You need more guidance for your project plans. You're a good team player and you love supporting other people. You want to deep dive into the life editing process, and you have big goals that need time, energy, and attention. Leave a comment and let me know which one of those reasons is like, yes, that's why I'm joining this mastermind group. That's why I need this now. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a good mix for a lot of people. I think many people join because they want better project plans. Like they know what they want, but like how they get there is a little muddled. We do that really, really well in the Academy. All right, a few more questions. What results have Academy members gotten? Well, let me put this banner back up here. Click the link below in the description or go to this website here, and you can watch video testimonials from past Academy graduates. And I love them. I love them so much because it's really them in their own words saying what they got out of the Academy and the results that they got. But some of the results that people have gotten, lost weight, obviously. I mean, yes, sometimes you think, oh, that's so superficial, but let's get honest here. A lot of us want to lose weight. And a lot of times that weight is a sign of something else. Either we're not engaging in our emotions in a positive way. We're not letting ourselves feel things, or they're like a symptom of something else. Like we've got toxic people in our lives, or we're at a job that's really bad for us, or we need to do something else and make bigger changes. So people generally like come in and they want to work on some stuff, but that losing weight isn't the real issue there. It's kind of once we solve some of those other problems, you end up losing weight anyway, because you're not struggling or feeding your emotions anymore. So that's a big one, losing weight. I think on the website right now on the info page, you can read Pam's story where she lost 15 pounds, which is pretty amazing. Start a business from scratch. Lots of people like to do that. This one's an interesting one. One of the ladies got pregnant after years of infertility. And no, I'm not a doctor. I had nothing to do with that. No magic wand there, but it was all about stress management for herself, because her doctor said if she didn't get her stress under control, she would never be able to get pregnant. So we were able to really, really boost her self-care during her time in the Academy, and she got pregnant, and we were so excited for her. She actually missed the last retreat because she was giving birth, which is pretty funny. Other goals and results that people have gotten, tripled her business income, moved to Hawaii. Yes, that was a fun one. Published her website, started blogging regularly. That's a big one. Stood up for herself and filed for divorce. Yeah, let's be real here. You might need to work on some relationship stuff during the Academy. Quit a terrible job, shifted to a new career path, sold out her women's beach retreat. That was a fun one. Cut out sugar and gluten from her diet and feels like $1 million. And removed dangerous, toxic relatives from her life. So I don't know what to say. The results are really all over the board. And that's what a good mastermind group does. You come to the mastermind group with your goals, whatever they are, like health, home, finances, family, business, blah, all of those. You come with your goals and we figure out a plan to help you reach those goals. I'm not here saying like, nope, everyone needs to run a business. or nope, everyone needs to lose weight, or no, everyone needs to pay off debt. Like, well, you should pay off your debt, but no, you come to the academy with your goals and we support the heck out of you. Yes. All right, a few more questions. Can I join if I'm outside of the United States? Yes, of course you can. Of course you can. And this is the great thing about this session being virtual, is that you can join from anywhere. So last session we had a woman join from Russia. This session we've got a Canadian. So like, please, I've had many people from all over the world, Australia, Singapore, wherever. So come and join the fun. It's all virtual. And again, like I said before, we will do our best, our very best, to make sure we pick times for the group calls and the retreats so that you can attend to, even if you're in another time zone. All right. And finally, last question. How do I join? Like, gee, Sage, this sounds wonderful. How can I join now? Like, yes. As I've been saying this whole call, click the link in the description to go to the info page and get all the information about Life Editor Academy. And on that page, there's a great big button that says apply now. Click that button and you'll be taken to the application. It's only a few questions. Fill it out so I know what your challenges are, what goals you want to work on. Even if you only have a vague idea of the goals, fill that in. And we'll talk payment plan and options when we have our discovery call. So you do the application, submit that. You'll be sent to another page to schedule your discovery call with me, and we'll go over everything. Any concerns that you have about your goals or being supportive to the other members or making it to the retreats or payments, whatever, we'll go over all of that during your discovery call. And then at the end of the discovery call, if it's a good fit for you and we both agree, like, yes, you should join the academy, you're going to be a great support and it's going to be a good fit for you too, then you'll make your payment and then you can start scheduling your calls, which is pretty fun. You'll be able to schedule your calls right there in the portal. And then we start January 1st. I know we start so soon. It's so exciting. I'm really looking forward to beginning the new year with my academy ladies. And I really, really want that for you. Just to be extra clear, remember this Monday, December 20th is the final day that you can apply. You can still do your discovery call after Monday, but Monday the 20th is the last day that you can apply for this session of Life Editor Academy. And then we start super, super soon. All right. So that's all the Q&A time that I've got right now. That's all the questions I've got. Again, click the link in the description to go to the info page and get so many more details. If you have a question that I didn't cover on the info page and I didn't cover during this call, leave a comment below and I will come back to the replay and answer any other questions that pop up. All right, let's see what we got. I don't see any other comments coming in, but I just want to leave you with this thought that, look, we're only a few more weeks until the new year. And I know the past 2 years have been a real struggle for a lot of us. And maybe you've given up on a lot of goals. Maybe you've gained some pandemic weight, like, yes. Maybe you're dealing with added expenses. Maybe things are really uncomfortable with your relationships. Oh, got a question. So Red says, why for women only? Well, generally, women are the women are the people who apply for Life Editor Academy. And this is any kind of woman. If you consider yourself a woman, you are happy to join the academy. I used to work with men 10 years ago when I started my coaching practice. And what I realized is that I'm not a very good coach for men. Let's be honest here. A lot of the men that I would work with were, I don't know how to say this. We just weren't a match energetically. I would give advice and we would strategize and then we would get on the next call and they wouldn't have done any of the work. And I don't care if you follow my advice. I don't care if you do my suggestions or my strategies or whatever, but I want you to do something. And this happened over and over and over again when I worked with men, is that they wouldn't do the work. And I don't know if it was something about like, they just didn't like my personality or they didn't like that I was a woman or whatever it was, but my way of teaching doesn't seem to mesh well with men. And sorry, that's just how it is. But I have to honor my limitations and what works best for my business. But there are thousands of other coaches out there who really exceed at helping men get the results that they want. And I'm okay. I'm okay having limitations and boundaries for my business too. So if you are a man and you are looking for something like this, I would say do a little bit more Google searching, because I bet you can find a coach who is much better qualified at helping men reach their goals than I am. And that's okay. I do my real best on my website to say I work with women, I only work with women. And I know this sounds totally stereotypical, but this is why I use pink and yellow all over my website. This is why I use script fonts. It's hokey and stereotypical, but I'm doing my best to say this is for women, because I know I'm not a very good coach for men. They don't get what they need from me, and that's okay. You can't expect everything from other coaches. There are other coaches who are a little bit more like hippie spiritual than I am, and I don't do that. I'm not going to whatever break out the crystals and tarot cards and go chanting under the stars with you. Like, that's great. I love coaches like that, but that's not what I do. So my way of coaching is very editorial, systematic, step by step by step by step. It's from my book editing past. We're high strung, we're a little anal. That's like really what life editors are. So if you want like a productivity coach and you work well with women, like that's why I work with women. So it's not that like I certainly don't hate men. I've tried for at least a year and a half working with men, and I work with dozens of men, and over again, they would not do the work. We were not a good energetic fit. They weren't getting what they needed from me. I wasn't getting what they needed from them. So I had to put that boundary in my business. I don't work with men. I do work with women. Anyone who considers themselves a woman, that's who I work with. So I hope that explained it for you. Again, right now is a really great time to start searching around for other life coaches. So if you are a man and you want a mastermind group, please, this is a good time to search, because a lot of mastermind groups are starting up in January. It's kind of a thing that we do in coaching. So look for the things that you're looking for. If you're looking for like a men's mastermind group or something that's more of, I don't know, whatever your field is, whatever field of business you're in, look for that type of mastermind group. Or if you're looking for something structured in a certain way that's not structured how I do it, look for that. And I promise there's a mastermind group out there for everyone, because there's so many of them. And my group is definitely not a right fit for everyone. That's why I do have those standards and boundaries for myself. So Red says, thanks for explaining. Got a lot for your talks. I understand. Yeah, I know. I can't be everything to everyone, but I think if you do really connect with a coach, but for whatever reason you can't join their group, or whatever, it's out of your price range or whatever it is, keep enjoying their free content. I have more than 1,300 blog posts on my website, and I've got more than 300 videos here on YouTube. So there's plenty of free content for you to enjoy. And I've got my paid digital programs that don't go as deep as a mastermind group, but there's certainly other ways to work with a coach that maybe you can't work with in like the bigger capacity. Hope that helps. All right. Thanks for commenting. All right, life editors. That's all I got. I gotta let you go. And the sun is like right in my face right now. So we're gonna wrap this up. Again, if you got a question, leave a comment. I'm coming back to the replay and answering your questions. And you can apply by Monday, December 20th, 2021. And we start in January. So excited. All right. Thank you so much for being here on this Q&A call. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.